Are you an estate planning or probate attorney that needs help freeing your and your team's time? Or are you a personal representative or executor going through the probate process and you're curious as to where to begin? In this video, I'm going to point out the 7 top professionals that you may need to contact to make sure that your journey through the probate process is as smooth and as painless as possible. You'll want to stick around to the end, as I'll be giving you a sneak peek into the software that we provide for our clients and that you can use to connect everyone in the process to keep communication flowing and headaches to a minimum. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to stay informed about how you can best serve your clients or your own family going through the probate process here in Massachusetts, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications. Hi, my name is Andy Moss, certified probate expert with the Treetop Group. Over the past decade, our team has helped families going through the probate process by offering our services in conjunction with the services of our vendor team members to best serve and assist families in making the probate process as painless as possible. So you may be asking yourself, what is probate? Well, probate is when someone dies with or without a will and leaves assets such as investments, cash, real estate, or maybe even a classic car to be distributed to their heirs. All of these assets must go through the probate process where the courts, with the help of an executor or a personal representative, will work to distribute those assets to the heirs. The probate process can be lengthy, up to 18 months or more, depending upon whether or not there was a will in place, and it can be costly. There are ways, however, to avoid the probate process, which brings me to my top 7 professionals that you need to have on your team going through this process. Number 1 on our list is an estate planning attorney or probate attorney. If you're watching this, it's because you're curious about the probate process or you need help going through that process. If you want to help your heirs avoid the probate process and sometimes up to 15% of the estate value that can be lost going through that probate process, then you need to connect with a good estate planning attorney and discuss setting up a trust. Estates in a trust avoid the probate process altogether, and while it's an investment up front to set up, it can save a lot of money in the long run, as well as saving a lot of pain and suffering. If you're an executor or a personal representative, you should consider contacting a good probate attorney. The probate process takes time, and it has many moving pieces. As a PR or executor, you have a fiduciary responsibility to the estate, and you can potentially open yourself up to liability if you don't follow through on your responsibilities. If you would like more information on probate attorneys for estate planning, please comment below. Number 2 on our list is social workers. Oftentimes, there are surviving members that will need help getting into assisted living facilities. This can be a spouse of the decedent or an adult child with special needs. Social workers can be that key bridge between the care that was once needed and given to future care of the surviving member. Number 3, we have an estate sale company. Usually when someone passes and their spouse is no longer living either, there'll be a house or potentially houses full of items that other family members and friends may want to keep to remember their loved ones. Oftentimes, there is also a lot of unwanted stuff. An estate sale company can come in, take the whole lot, and get the estate paid within weeks, if not sooner. This is easier rather than having you trying to sell everything on your own through garage sales or on Craigslist. Number 4 on our list is clean-out preservation companies. Over 80% of estates have real estate attached to it when someone dies, and that real estate is typically the largest asset within that estate. If the executive, PR, or surviving heirs are nowhere near the real estate, a clean-out preservation company can be hired to come in, remove all of the remaining belongings in the house, and get the house ready either to be sold or to be weatherized if it will be sitting vacant for a period of time. Number 5 on our list is insurance companies. As mentioned before, if real estate is involved and will be sitting vacant for a period of time, that house needs to be properly insured. When you go on vacation for a week or maybe a little bit more, your home is covered by your homeowner's policy. However, if the house is going to be sitting vacant, typically for more than a month, that home is no longer covered by the standard policy and will need special insurance to cover a vacant home, as well as posting no trespassing signage. Nothing worse than getting ready to sell a home and you now have to spend time and money to legally get rid of squatters. Number 6 on our list is senior moving services. Moving is hard enough, never mind having to tackle all of the planning, packing, and logistics involved after someone has passed. Senior moving companies specialize in helping surviving spouses that need to either downsize or move to an assisted living facility. Many of these companies will include some of the services that I've already covered, including getting a cleanout company into the house after the family member has moved out. These are more full-service moving companies that will help to make that living transition a little bit easier. Number 7 on our list is real estate professionals. This can come in many different forms: real estate agents, real estate investors, or wholesalers, as well as real estate appraisers. No house or family situation is created equal, and you want to be able to find the solution that best fits your needs and in the time frame that you want. If the real estate involved is in good condition, maybe it gets listed on the market with an agent. If it's in bad shape and will need significant work, maybe wholesaling property to an investor makes the most amount of sense. Maybe you want to pull out all of the tools to maximize the equity in the house so that the heirs can get the most amount of money from the sale. There are options for that as well. This list of 7 professionals is just the starting point. Our role and our mission here at Treetop Group is to be the one-stop shop for you and your clients, or you and your family, as you go through this probate process. We have a list of vendor team members that we have vetted and work with on a regular basis to help you through this process, take on the majority of your burdens, and help you to maximize the value of your or your client's inheritance. So as promised, I want to give you a sneak peek into the estate exec software that we provide for each of our clients. So here we are in the estate exec software. So this is the software that we use with all of our clients. What it does is it really helps to ease the burden on the personal representative or executor that's handling the probate process. Nice thing about this is you'll be able to share this with your attorney, accountants, anybody else that you feel like really needs to have their hands on the process. Makes everything transparent and communication nice and clear. So this is a dummy account that I created for myself as I was deceased back in November. So you'll see here what it comes up with first is your tasks list. So these are all of the things that have to happen as you're going through the process. Obviously, you see some of these are directly related to the personal representative. Some of them are legal. Some of them are asset-based. So you'll have to determine who's going to take care of each one of those, or you can have someone who is assisting you along with that to help you determine that. We have docs over here on this tab. This will basically bring up anything that you may have questions up that you're going through the process. You can pull this up, answer questions. We'll pull up documents that you can use as you're going through the process. You have the overview. So the overview is obviously the 30,000 foot level that you can see what has happened through the entire process. You have your task tab, which we started in. You have your executor tab. So this is where you as the executor or personal representative will be able to keep track of your time spent, which you should be getting paid for, as well as anything that you might be spending as you're going through the process. This is the decedents tab here. So this is the date of death. You can have date of birth. You can put in death certificates, all relevant information that goes along with the deceased. Your assets. So assets are sometimes going to be real estate. It could be a treasured keepsake like a lamp or something like that. Anything that you want to have distributed to the heirs. You have debts. So unfortunately, when you die, your debts don't go to the grave with you. Those debts will have to get paid out of the estate prior to any of the heirs getting paid. You have your cash flow. So what's coming in and going out of the estate. You have the heirs. So everybody is going to be listed either on the will or outside of the will for any reason. And then you have your distribution. So you can keep track of exactly what has been given out and what still needs to be given out. Up here in this estate tab, you'll see that you can attach files. So if you have the death certificate, you can attach that. If you have a will, you can attach that. You also have the ability here to share. So this share tab is where you can share it with your attorney or your CPA or anybody else that might want to be involved. Again, keeping 100% transparency, no guessing as you're going through the process. Thank you for watching this video. If you received any value from the information provided here, please go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to our channel. And if you'd like to find out more information about how the Treetop Group can help you, feel free to call, text, or email us and check us out online. All of our information is in the description below.